Hey guys, it's Ann,
And Melissa with Serial Horror,
and we are at.
the National Museum of Funeral History.
Oh, you can see that.
Yeah, it's very
There
hard
we
to see,
go.
y'all. The reflection is
It's-
like right on us on the phone.
It's real bright out here.
It's bad.
Um,
But we wanted to share the history of funerals with you. They have some really interesting stuff in there. We got some really creepy feelings, and I still actually smell it. It's still in my nose.
Yeah.
The whole time I was there, I smelled death.
yeah.
But if you get a chance to do something like this, you really need to check it out. Very creepy, full of history, and just amazing.
And we do have some pictures too.
Yeah,
that
we have
we'll show.
some. Yeah, we have some pictures. Thank you, guys.
This is a casket beer. It was used for the funeral of President Gerald Ford, President George Bush, First Lady Bird Johnson, First Lady Elizabeth Ann Betty Ford, Nancy Reagan, and Barbara Bush. You put the casket on top for viewing. This is the hearse that carried Ronald Reagan and Gerald Ford. Going into the president's funeral area. This is an embalming machine that was used to embalm Harry Truman. That's pretty creepy. I'm not sure whose. Those are Army cavalry boots. These are the cupcakes. They were baked in honor of Ronald Reagan's 100th birthday, or would have been 100th birthday. And this is a copy of George Washington's funeral bill. It looks like it was $99. We all know how much funerals are today, and they certainly aren't $99. And this is the same style of casket used for President John F. Kennedy. This was used for Ronald Reagan. The same style, anyway. And here we go to Abraham Lincoln. I guess this is a model of Lincoln's train. It took a 1,600-mile long journey from Washington, D.C. to Springfield, Illinois to show off Lincoln's body. And this is what it looked like at the time. And this is a replica of Abraham Lincoln's casket. This is a model of the gun that was used, a Derringer to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. What do we have here? What is that? I guess it's what they use to make coffins? Caskets? Ah, Marcellus Casket Factory. Huh. Big this car is. Light shining off. It goes up to literally my shoulder. I don't know if you can see that. It's a money casket. Whoa. That casket over there is huge.
I bet you it's for a couple.
That's creepy. I guess this is a double casket.
It's a couple and a small child.
What? Casket for 3. In 1930, a couple's small child died. The parents of the child were so depressed at the loss of the child that they planned for the husband to murder the wife and then commit suicide. The couple came into a mortuary in one of the western states and explained their plans to the owner of the funeral home. They asked that a special casket be ordered large enough to hold the husband, wife, and child. The plans called for the casket to be built, the murder and suicide committed, and their remains placed in the specially constructed casket. Later, the couple changed their mind and moved to another state. 20 years later, the wife sent a letter to the owner of the mortuary. In the letter, she stated that her husband had died and she asked for her money to be refunded for the triple casket. She was denied. That's a crazy story. Crazy. That's huge. A long-held Irish and Scottish tradition.
Fireman, I guess.
The mournful hum of the bagpipes is a sound closely associated with American funeral, especially in services for fallen public safety officers. Perhaps most widely noted have been the contributions of the FDNY's Emerald Society Pipes and Dreams, who played at more than 450 funerals in 2 years after September 11th. This is an urn donated by the City of New York containing ashes from Ground Zero. This is from it's for the victims of Flight 93 and Flight 77 on 9/11. Those are cool. Are those for like popes?
There's a horse show. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We haven't been over there. We have like barely made it over here. Like, we're like coming around this way.
It's open. Let's look at the back.
Imagine sticking a mattress
Oh.
back there and going on a road trip.
Oh, my kid's thinking about camping. Look, we could put a mattress back here and
It's huge.
blow up mattress and go sleep just about anywhere we wanted to in this thing.
I don't think I could sleep in a casket.
No, definitely couldn't sleep in a casket.
The basket casket.
The basket case. It's a basket case.
Yes, but basket casket sounds better.
I wonder if that's where the term basket case came from.
Maybe.
During the Civil War era, the soldiers that had their legs amputated because of battlefield injury or disease were carried around in a wicker basket and were known as a basket case. Wow. Where these slogans and phrases that we use today come from. It's crazy.
But it's funny. Look at this one. This is a bronze.
Bronze deposit casket. And is it real? It feels like plastic. It's just a copy of it. It's not like the real bronze one. Oh my god, that looks like the...
Is it glass?
I don't know, it looks like a vampire. What is this?
It's a glass case.
It's a glass casket.
It's for kids. It's
Oh.
not for adults.
The solid glass adult casket was designed to become part of the fashion of modern burial. The DeCamp Consolidated Glass Casket Company in Muskogee, Oklahoma manufactured this octagon-shaped full-coach casket about 1925. Unfortunately, the lid was so heavy that the casket was often cracked or broken when the lid was lowered, and special shock absorbers had to be installed to cushion the descent. Old. What is it? Look at the tires on that. Well, yeah. Look at the inside. How pretty.
Ooh, I love red light.
Is the window down? Ooh, the window is down.
Don't drop
Look
your
at
phone.
here. Think the door opens if I did drop my phone. What I wanted to see, this was a horse-drawn hearse. Was last used in 1926. It is believed to be the oldest restored hearse in the country. No feathers up there. Is it open in the back? I think people were kind of smaller back then, though.
Yes, but this is as big as my hand.
I think a bigger one could fit in there. And what is this one for? Look at this one. It's quite beautiful. It almost looks like something the Pope would ride in.
Look at this, the rollers.
Oh, it has. Oh, it sure does. It has the rollers. Wow. I'm gonna see. Looks like a mausoleum. I'm gonna see. Oh, look, that's where they rode on it. So it wasn't just a pull, it was like a stagecoach. Black was the normal.
I like the skis on the bottom of it. I think that's kind of cool.
Let's take that to Colorado.
Exactly.
It doesn't really say. It just said that it's finished in white instead of black and was pulled by two men who wore black suits, gloves, and a long hat like a wood stove pipe. And this one is this one is really kind of cool. The roof of it is covered in leather. So let's look. That's, I guess, where they rode. There's the top. Oh, we'll have to go around the other side because we can't see in it from that side.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is very dark. Civil
Yeah.
War era.
Here's the top
Oh,
one.
the same basket case.
That was weird. It made me turn.
I've heard stories about this being haunted, but I can't find. I know this is on the list, but I can't find any story or anything about. I'm sure it's all death, though.
It's all. It could
It
be.
might just be because no one's allowed to come in
It
here.
could be
at night
residual.
or
It
anything
could
like
be,
that.
just. I mean, there's a lot of objects in here. You saw all of that.
Oh, you want to go in here?
Yeah, those are cool.
Are these death
We haven't been in
portraits?
there yet, but yeah, those are the death portraits.
So, it's a studio based in New York. Creating portraits using cremated ashes. That is just so weird. They have animal portraits in here. I don't know.
Maybe they had a leak or something.
Yeah.
So we have an artist who takes people's ashes and she makes portraits with their emotions. Does he do the artist
Right there. Right
Yeah,
there.
he's creepy.
There's something, I don't. Alright guys, we're gonna try to go back in here. There's definitely something going on in here.
Yeah,
Melissa felt like something went by her ear. And then Heidi felt like she had something crawling on her. Me and Hannah came in here and that portrait freaks me out.
Which one?
So when you walk
That
in
one.
here, just tell me how you feel.
They're beautiful. Well, it's cold in here. It's definitely remarkably cooler right here.
There's something that and that one. And I don't know about her, but she don't look right. And when I say that, I mean she looks evil. She's got them eyes. That could be it. But
It's definitely cooler right here. I definitely feel it. That. Are these really the animals? That's so super cool.
I'm gonna turn on my thing.
This doesn't have a second story, does it?
I don't think so. It's just one story. What time is it? You know.
11:57.
Italian Renaissance. Classic revival of design and beauty. You need to wow. There's got so many. They are morning dresses. It's really cool. Is it just me, or they must have been some tall?
Civil War era.
Does that seem tall to you?
Well, I mean, there are tall people.
All right, y'all. We got some kind of weird stuff going on right now. Melissa just saw somebody walk by over there. There's literally no one in here but us.
You can't go anywhere.
You can't walk in there and walk around?
No. There's a display case in the wall here. Literally, I thought like the security guard or somebody was walking by.
All right, y'all.
Huh. At home? I bet you it is.
That is, yeah, I bet it is. We found the embalming room. Just- I'm really hot and really kind of nauseous. But I can tell you where. Okay, she came to tell something was wrong with her. My throat feels like it's going to close. This is like the art of embalming. Start. This room's kind of creepy.
The funeral mass held in front of St. Peter's for who? The Book of Gospels was placed in the coffin of the Pope. You don't tell us. So, any Pope? Pope John Paul II.
Is that the one that I told you I had a...
Yeah, he's like had a.
He's one of the most famous ones to me. Am I right?
It's not that one. It's the other one. That was. It's not him. It's the other one out there that was next to him.
No, he's the one
that I had a.
right here.
That I had a. Weird, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Is it cold in here?
Yeah, just
It goes around this. It's sort of the Swiss guard.
What the fuck? That's you standing there. What the fuck is that at the bottom? You see that?
I have a creepy vibe from him. I think you need to take a picture of him. The history of the Swiss Guard. I don't know if you can see that. No.
It's to break the ring and destroy the seal. The ritual striking the Pope's head to determine if he has died is believed to have been replaced by the covering of his face with a cloth. Well, I think that's a lot nicer.
Sorry, Ma. I don't know why my phone slipped. Hit it with my finger. The picture right there is kind of creepy.
You see that? The eyes and the mouth and the nose.
Weird. Ooh. So we had to sit down for a minute. Looking. It's very cold in this spot. It's a very weird feeling in here. I don't know how to explain it quite.
Just where they sit, look at this. It almost looks like a cop car. It has a red light on the outside.
I know, that's what I said.
They're fantasy coffins.
celebrities dying at 27. It's freaking weird, man.
So
All of these people died at 27
they have
of mostly drug-related deaths.
well, so Robert Johnson supposedly, where is he? Sold his soul to the devil, right? For fame. Brian Jones, he drowned at 27 years old.
Suicide.
Jimi Hendrix, asphyxiation. Jim Morrison had heart failure.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse is TBD, to be determined. Janis Joplin, heroin overdose. Kurt Cobain. This is the space flight.
Or maybe hers.
Well, we are in the last exhibit, and I think it's just like a tribute to.
Yes. It's such a, look at the picture of her. I mean, she was so freaking gorgeous.
Thank you, Bob.
Displays? Oh, the funeral. Itinerary, memorial, newborn.
Lucille Ball. Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, look, John Denver.
I love John Denver.
Who does? I still love John Denver.
I had a good friend who passed away, and he all the time sang John Denver.
I love John.
Just
Denver.
like John
Davy
Denver,
Jones
too.
From the Monkees.
Hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Y'all need a picture of this in front of this.
What is that?
It's all the people who have played like
Oh,
zombies and all that kind of stuff.
Create your own epitaph. No, thank you. They have some
Herman Munster.
interactive exhibits, but we're not allowed to do them right now.
Copies of death
Vincent Price.
certificates.
Your copy of the famous death certificate for $1. There's another glass casket.
Yeah, I got a picture of that too.
Marilyn Monroe.
Famous animal in his kid's house. That was pretty sad.
John Wayne. Gene Autry. Well, I can honestly say, guys, that this place has been quite spooky. I'm not sure we're finished, but we've had some weird pictures, weird experiences. I don't know. If you ever have a chance, maybe this is a place to come. Hopefully we can put all this together for you. Bye now.